Yo. Okay, so day 2, right? Of just recording and posting the video to YouTube, but about my trucking journey. So, the first one was about going to CDL school. So I did not. First of all, it's probably loud in here because my reefer is going right now. I have a load or whatever, so that should be loud sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, but so I'm going to get a little bit more into depth of CDL school because I feel like being a trucker for such a short amount of time, a lot of people don't know how it works, or they do. Like, it's one or the other. It's usually not an in-between, oh, well, I kind of know or I don't. It's either they don't know or they don't, or they know, right? So I didn't say what school I went to, but I'm just gonna say, so I went to 160 Driving Academy. Okay, they were one of the first people that popped up. I literally typed in free CDL school, that's all I typed in that search. Google is a mug. I got right to it, and they popped up and I went with them. And so what happens is you get inducted into, well, what happened? So I talked about the process a little bit, but so what happens is you put an application in, okay? You put an application in, and then you get set up for an interview. The interview is literally you go into their office, which I think it was in Roseville, Michigan or whatever. Yeah. So you go in there, they sit you down, and then you sign up whichever ways you think is best for you to that will allow you to be able to get into the school. So if a sponsorship was the right way for you, then you do that. So again, that's you get it, you a company that's going to hire you after you get your CDL, you get paid, or they pay for it, and then you get paid by them once they hire you after you get your schooling done and you pass your tests and stuff like that. The next one for in Michigan, it was Michigan Works. So a lot of people were saying through Michigan Works you can get a free CDL, but you have to say that you're homeless or something. I don't know. I ain't go that route. Apparently that process just takes longer. I wasn't trying to wait, right? I'm gonna talk about why I didn't want to wait, right? But so anyway, so that was the second option. So Michigan Works, and then obviously you could pay out of pocket or whatever, which $4,500, $4,800, $5,000. That's a wild amount of money to pay. It could be worth it, but I think that's a lot to pay. So anyways, so first and foremost, the reason why I didn't want to wait or whatever is because I did not want to wait because I was working in Warren at the time, at this place called La Perry. Bro, I'm telling you, I probably went through training, and I don't even know if I probably made it right out of training or something like that. But bro, that, yeah. I think I did. I think I made it out of training, and I was pulling, I was by myself, I wasn't in the training program, and it was just horrible. Don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing them, but for me personally, it just wasn't for me. So, okay, I'm in a warehouse, a cold warehouse. I'm in the refrigerator part. Apparently, it was a different building they had. It was the freezer, and it was colder. Couldn't do it. First of all, it was so cold, I felt like I was about to lose my fingers in there. I just didn't have the proper equipment, probably. And then you have to, you ride around on these electric pallet jacks. You got to you have to stack up all this stuff from an order on one pallet and wrap it up, drop it on the loading dock, and then you do it the whole night. Nah. Not trying to do that for real. So, I don't think I was there for that long. maybe a few months or something. So literally, one night I walked out of there, my hands were numb, like, I mean really numb. And that's what triggered me mentally to say, okay, well, I'm about to go and figure out what I want to do, like, later in life, because this isn't working for me. So I just started thinking about all the things I wanted to do, and CDL, truck driving, popped up. I was like, you know what? I did want to do this at one point, and I wanted to do it as a joke, but like then it became a serious feat, because I ended up I mean, like, I'm in my truck right now, like, I might do a tour of my truck one day, but anyways, so that ended up turning into like a thing. And I went through ahead with 160, and 160 was like, they weren't the best school, only because I feel like when businesses, because it's a business, it's a school, but it's a businesses that struggle tend to not be the best. So for example, the hours of this was like 8 to 4 or like 7 to 3. It was like it's like you were working a shift type, right? Because you had to get like so many hours on the yard, and you had to go through the process of elevating within the school and everything like that. So first of all, when I first got there, I don't even think, like, when you first start, like, the first week is supposed to be like all pre-trip, like, you're not supposed to do nothing, like, whatever, yada yada. Bro, I don't think I did a full week of like pre-trip in the beginning. I don't really remember, because it's not that it was so long ago, but it was really like so long ago, right? So dang, that's crazy. So anyways, really thinking about it, that it was just like the process, like they didn't have enough people or instructors for like the amount of people that was enrolled in their school, honestly. And then even then, going to that school, it was like, am I even being taught the right way? Like, it was very, but don't get me wrong, like, accountability needs to be taken on my own end. Like, I didn't do I should have just like grabbed the manual and just, what I'm saying, I didn't do that. Like, it's literally a CDL manual, and if you read that, it'll tell you everything that you need for like the state test or whatever. So I failed to do, or not failed to do that, because I ended up doing that later, but I did not take it amongst myself to go and seek the information. I just wanted to get it from the school, because I got a sponsorship, like, cool, whatever. So yeah, it was a lot of things that went on, just simple things. Like, first of all, I haven't been in a semi before, and I was learning manual, and you're essentially being thrown to the wolves. Like, they're like, yeah, get in the truck and do what you got to do. I'm like, whoa, like, you tripping. But it made sense, because, like, for one, I'm an adult. Two, I signed up for something that I wanted to learn. So you gotta just gotta stay the course and kind of just thug through what was going on, which I did. And I'm grateful for the opportunities I've been given. So where I'm at now is I am glad that I went to that school. It's not necessarily the best school, but that school got me to where I am. It was a lot of things. I met cool people there, like, whatever. It was just, if they were a bit more organized and the staff wasn't lacking in literal numbers, it would probably have been better. Maybe more trucks, better equipment. I mean, hey, like, I don't know. Like, that's not my area of expertise. Like, that has nothing to do with me, right? I'm just speaking on my own little experience and shit. So, but yeah, it was pretty much a straightforward thing. Like, after you get acquainted with the equipment, you learn more, right? I have stories where I've stalled out on 8 Mile, just like literally trying to go, and I had stalled out like 3 times straight, same spot, just because it was a learning curve for me. That was something, it was new for me. It was something I had to lock in and learn. It's not hard once you start putting everything into it. So really, yeah, I have a few stories about CDL school, but yeah, 160 Driving Academy, shout out to them, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people that, cause like I know if I ever was to go back there, they'll be like, oh, like look at, you know what I'm saying? Cause they know. Shout out to Lil JJ, cause he was a funny dude. That's not his real name, but if anybody knew me at that time, or like they knew who I was talking about, which is funny. He know who I'm talking about when I say it too. But anyways, yeah, man, this is like, I'm just going to try and do this every day and try and make it a thing that I just kind of talk about it and just get it out, and then start like ramping up with content, because like I just want to do it just to do it, and like I'll be having the time. Like right now, like I don't have to do anything until tomorrow morning, right? Like I'm just chilling the whole day. A lot of times it's really not like that. So I take the time that I have, and now I want to use it for other things too, and not just like sleeping or playing a game or talking to people, stuff like that. So but this is like kind of like just a little part 2, so I might break it up and do like, I don't know what the next video is going to be about, but I might go ahead and talk about the same stuff, right? But I will eventually move on. But yeah, shout out to shout out to Lil Perry, bro, because they really made me hate working there a lot. I'm not gonna lie, like that whole company and that whole warehouse and everything made me definitely just say, yeah, I'm good on this. I'm about to do something different. Now I'm chilling in the truck. All right, man, I'm up out of here. I'll post this, and then I'll do another one tomorrow.